Hello YouTube and happy Halloween. This is Kmhuey bringing you some Conqueror Tier 9 British heavy tank gameplay. Uh, this whole video is basically going to be the Conqueror. As most of you know, 8.9 dropped today, so all my replays are going to be worthless. So before I update, I'm going to record a few videos to throw up on the stream later, or on the channel later. So I just recently got this tank, and I must say, I really freaking enjoy it. It is a beast. It doesn't handle artillery too well. I took a couple of shots to the side like this, and tier 8 arties were doing 1500 damage with full pins. So obviously it doesn't have the best side armor, but the gun is an absolute beast. You can see the accuracy during a turret rotation there. It's 400 damage, 259 pin, and I think it's right around 8-second reload. Trying to remember off the top of my head right now. So normally I like to play in the middle on this map, but I noticed we've only got like 2 IS6s going that way. And then I really wanted you to pay attention to this. Well, what the hell is this shit? The start of the battle, they go and hide. Like, whatever. So we're down 2 people. It's basically 15 versus 13. And we've only got 2 tier 8s sitting over here. So I kind of positioned myself to be able to help out. Because we saw 2 tier 9s headed this way, the IS-8 and the M46. But I didn't want to be the first one spotted because I think the IS-6s can take shots better than I can. So managed to squeeze a shot by that first guy. His manlet. I let my mouse drift a little too far. Too much of an angle there. If you're trying to side scrape, the angle he had there was too much. That one was a little bit better. But now I can just pin his turret. So. Decided to finish out the low health patent. But now I'm really getting nervous. If you look behind me, I'm watching this M103 and this T-34 pushing there. What is it? Yeah, just a T-34 over there. I'm like trying to decide if I want to go back, but I'm like, well, I don't want to leave this IS-8 to these IS-6s because let's face it, they would probably have a hard time finishing it off. The dog's barking outside. So I was like, at this point, I'm like, well, I'll take one more shot and then I'm turning around. The IS-6s can definitely finish that off. So, while I won't make it there in time to help our T-34, I'll be able to support him. Oh, look, and Ase showed up as well. What? The replay just froze. Weird. Haven't ever had that happen before. But alright, so luckily enough, I already took out one of their tier 9 tanks, so now I only have to deal with 2 tier 8s. Trying to track him, didn't manage to. So I tell the IS-6s to flank in behind this guy. Unlucky enough for them, the ISU is in a position to shoot them as soon as they get spotted. So, and they both are kind of low health. This Ase decides he's gonna just rush into me. I'm okay with it. He stopped moving. I didn't get his track. It bounced off that stupid corner on the front of his tank. T25 and that T20 are still sitting back there. They could have been sniping at this guy. But I don't even know where the hell that shot went. So as you can tell, this is a pretty weak spot. Pretty big weak spot on the turret. Not really surprising. Kind of reminds me of the tumor from the E5. Alright, so I was going to go back around the hill, but then I remembered the IS-6 is dying over in the middle. And I really didn't want to do anything. But, I mean, I didn't want to go around that way. I wanted to come this way and try and spot them from the D5 rock. Because I had a pretty good feeling that he was sitting back here. I got killed in my 51-21 game by an Object 704 that was sitting over here. He racked up 8 kills. Never once got spotted because the bushes and stuff. He has shots there, he has shots here, and he has shots there. And he had a couple shots down into here as well. So this is actually a pretty good spot for a TD. So I'm moving up, hoping to get a spot on him. I figure Artie's with him as well. Artie's been making a run up the hill at the start of the battle lately. There he is. And I got a spot on the ISU. So, if you can't tell, my allergies are acting up. It's the season for allergies for me. So hopefully the medicine will kick in soon. And I'm drinking some warm tea to help. I'm waiting for that full health guy to go. So I think this tank is a great improvement to the Kmhuey. Just all around better. And I really like the Kmhuey too, so that says a lot. Alright, so welcome back in this battle. We're on Arctic region. And in this gameplay, I'm it's a mostly tier 9 battle. If you look, we're up by a couple too. So, but I want to show you kind of how I play this tank. It doesn't really have the best speed, especially since I don't have the top engine yet. But it's really good for pretending like you're going to lead the charge for your team. And since it's slow, your teammates will pass you up, and then you kind of get protection, but you kind of get your team moving at the same time. Because how many times have we all been in a game where your side needs to push, and you're in a tank that really can't push because you can't take a beating or something, and your team just sits there and slowly gets whittled away. So with this tank, you can kind of take a little bit of a beating, and so you can kind of force your team to move by just pulling out, because most of the time everybody just wants to follow someone, you know. We're all followers. So I see this IS-8, I go for his track him, leave him out in front of everybody, and he only has 17 HP when he makes it behind the rock. So, and this is actually pretty good for us, considering he's one of their better players. Take the time to aim at the weak spot of his upper hull right there and get it to go through. So now we got a 103 in a really bad position for us because he can hold down, and kind of hard to dig out of there. The 112 doesn't really scare me because later on you'll see why. If you just think he's firing AG for most of this. Then there's an Osby back there. Now I'm like, okay, well, I'll push into an Osby because he's going to have one hell of a time. Their E75 is in a strong position to stop us from pushing. Or at least to punish us if we push across now. So I figure one shot's worth it. And then my shot dropped low. It didn't hit the cupola. So Swim 103 decides that he wants to commit suicide. One of these 704s was talking about how he doesn't like the 704. I guess it's not only 704. I don't know, man. I thought it was one of the better tank destroyers out there. It's got great camo, great gun, great rate of fire. The armor shit, but his speed's good. So now we're pushing into this 112. If you notice, it's just 2 tier 9s on the other flank trying to hold everything back. See, there you go. That's why right there is where I think he's been firing HE most of this time, because he only hit me for 66. So I go to track him. Just hoping to get all that sweet track damage XP, but nope. So it's still a relatively close game. I'll tell you what, those 3 on the other flank did one hell of a job, these guys over here. So, as you'll see later. Kind of wish I had some of their footage, but, you know, hey, whatever. So right now, since it's a close game, the best thing we can do is try and pick these guys off over here and get on the cap. Just in case our team over there dies. So. Should have taken that second shot, but oh well. So we know that JT's got Overwatch. ISU has Overwatch. There's the E1. So now I'm going to use this M103 as extra armor. You've got more HP than I do. IS2 goes over in spots. If you notice, there was a tree that just fell down right there. So I already knew that something was going to be there because he knocked down the tree. I was just waiting for the light. We have to reposition the other way to get shots on this guy. I was actually hoping we wouldn't cap at this point, just because there's only 2 tanks left. If you notice that SG-1 2254 at T54, you wanted that SG-1 to manage to hold off everything over there. So, did a really good job. And fire, bitch. So that was a really fun game. I think this was one of first 5 games I had after getting the Top Gun and turret. So I've really enjoyed this so far. Alright, so here we are again on, what is this map? Fisherman's Bay. And I decided at the start I really want to be aggressive here. I feel like the Conqueror can be pretty aggressive. Um, doesn't really have the armor, but I feel like if you get a superior position, it's going to be one of those tanks that's pretty hard to dig out. Just because the weak spot on its turret is kind of small, kind of hard to hit. It's that little bubble up top, and your mantlet takes up so much space, and your cheeks is so very well rounded that I feel like it's a pretty good hold down tank. It does have its weak spots, but everything does. So I kind of come up here. I was hoping that this T-34-3 might spot something moving across there at the D-7-8 area that I might be able to get some shots on as they move between the buildings. But nothing's been spotted so far, except for that Yag Panther and that T-95. And seeing that T-95 over there, I'm like, okay, well, that's one tier 9 I don't have to worry about. I kind of figured he was going to be over there as well. So since the T-34 still hasn't spotted anything, I decided to push up with this Tiger 2. Tiger 2 gets a spot on a T-34. T-34 is not having a good day. Now, I was debating here whether I should push around the front of this building into that E-75, and I was like, well, no, I'm going to go this way. There's already 2 tanks over there. We'll go with numbers. I don't want to isolate myself against a E-75. So. Good, nice shot on his lower hole right there. Didn't quite have the gun impression to hit the weak spot there. Plus I was so close, the angle probably just would have bounced away. And then just finish him. So now the other flank is definitely getting overwhelmed because we only had, what, 4 tanks over here? 3 tanks? So decided to push back through and help instead of capping, just because I don't know, I'm kind of anti-capping. Like, I really, if I win, I want to win by killing the enemy, right? It's a tanking game. In real life, you don't, I mean, I guess you can capture their base, but, this isn't real life, so. Speed this up a bit because this thing is kind of a little slow. I'll put myself in a position here to where I can cover base. If you notice, my spotting range goes down and looks over our cap, and I can over here I can hit these guys. And then if that Tiger 2 and that Super Pershing push down, I can pull up and get shots on them as well. So. So now I'm pulling back, giving myself a little bit more cover behind that hill against those TDs. Comet pulls back behind the rock. I think that was the SU-122-44 shot that just hit the dirt there in front of me. I don't think mine did, but Tiger 2 is the best shot I have right now. So take it. Track him. I don't know why the replays still aren't showing the outlines when they're in bushes like this. Like, I can actually see what I'm aiming at here. I'm not just going by a green reticle. So if I hadn't screwed this shot up right here, I would have had a 5k damage game, but you know, it happens. Alright, so now I kind of tell our Tiger 2 and our Tiger P to go hunt down there already. Like, get off the cap, man. We got this in 9 minutes. So now I'm just trying to get myself into a position where I can get shots if they do get lights. There's no way I'm going to make it there in time to really to help out. Like make it there to do anything other than. So I have to get myself in a position to spot these guys and snipe. And there it is. And GG. It's another 4k damage game. Like I said, I've been really enjoying this heavy. I think it fits my playstyle well. And I highly recommend it if you guys haven't played it. So thank you all very much for watching. And I'll catch you later. And enjoy the new 8.9 patch. I'm going to be downloading that as soon as I'm done recording videos today. And free XPing as much as the German line as I can. Just because I don't like playing anything below tier 7 really. So I'll probably free XP to the 7 and go from there. So I'll catch y'all later. Hopefully I get some videos out of the new TT line today. Have a good one.